pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we would normally start at the beginning, of course, but the only one in the audience tonight is our highway superintendent. So we will start with highway, so he has an opportunity to not be here all night. So we will start with A 10.1. Are there any comments, everyone?
So the salary change reflects
The 3.25% increase, and the secretary also is
gets longevity.
longevity 3%.
Okay, I always get,
Increases for the highway superintendent and the secretary, 3.25 across the board.
No,
No, you're not getting it. You,
the 3.25% is based on salary, not longevity.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And
Yes,
then
but
on
then she
top
gets-
of that, she is getting a 3% longevity.
okay,
So everyone gets 3.25,
and then on top,
and then the ones eligible for longevity get.
got it, okay.
all right, I have a picky question to
Yeah.
ask. Is the longevity factored in, is the longevity math done on the higher rate?
On the 3.25, yes.
So that's 3%.
It's done first, and then,
That's fine, just
yeah,
curious.
yeah, it's a good question. If you're ready, we can move to contractual. So 411 is travel. It wasn't used at all in 25, so I just left it at 50 in case.
I don't have those numbers because that's, all I have right now is just kind of what you guys had back there, so I can't follow exactly what you guys have because
Oh, because you don't have a detail.
I don't have detail on it.
So, all right, so .411 is travel. It was 50 last year. It was unused. I've left it at 50 this year. Then 413 is conventions and training. Last year, I think it was well, yeah.
2,000, it
It
says.
was 2,000. There was a $500 increase requested, but so far in 25, the spending has been $763 under budget. So,
And you'll have the invoice coming in November from the fall conference I just came back from.
so what I'm saying, if it's less than 763, we'd still be at 2,000 for 25. So I wanted to make sure, I mean, it was requested a $500 raise to that, but
The
we,
fall is close because June is the schooling and then the fall is the conference and that goes up every year. And I just budgeted off of that.
Well, if the last conference was 700, you can assume the one that you just went to has got to be at least 7, but then we're still only at 14.
Right,
And then I use the town truck with the town fuel and the Easy Pass on it, so.
Right. So I think
It's a different line
Two-
item, though, I think.
2,000 gives us a,
Yeah, the
enough-
2,000 is
gives
still an
you-
increase over what you spent.
yeah, if you spend probably about 1,400 and you grade into 2, so there's a little wiggle room.
471 is OnStar. I decreased it by 100 just based on what we've been doing.
That's an insurance reduction too, you know that, right? We have on 2 vehicles,
Yeah, yeah.
my old highway truck and now this one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Fireworks?
471, oh wait, sorry.
472.
472.
Yeah, I don't have a note for that. It's, iWorks was 2,000 a year under contract. So I left it at that. 481 and 490 are, supply things we have added this year, so it's higher. You'll see a $1,500 increase to 481, because what we're doing is, usually supplies always came out of one thing, and they didn't allow us to track what department was using supplies. So we're trying to break it up in between departments now, so we can track it better. So I added 1,500 to highway.
Wait a second.
No.
We have
I've
the
lost you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
481, the line item 481 for
Yeah.
supplies is the same. $500 last year, $500 this year.
Okay, I have 2,000 this year.
You added, on my copy, you added a code 483 for office supplies,
For another 500.
which is
Yeah,
$500.
all right.
This is a later version, because this is dated September 30th.
Uh-huh,
Yours is dated
Yeah.
October 20th, so you must have made some changes.
yeah,
Yeah, we're looking at September 30.
Yeah,
all right.
so what are you
So,
gonna do?
So, where are you?
well then,
Do you want?
let's make it 1,000 if everyone's okay with that.
Make which
On
line item?
483?
481 will make 1,000, and in my budget, it'll save 1,000, and in yours, it'll go up 1,000.
Go up 500.
Yeah, 500, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Sorry about
Where?
that.
Is we going up?
481 is going up.
He
to a-
made it 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then 483 is where, you guys don't have anything for last year.
Right.
Because I added that line, to try and track things better.
And so what is it this year?
It's 500 still.
You're
but
moving it over.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, the 500 you had for 483 didn't exist last year.
He created a code.
I
It's a new
created
code.
it for this year.
Office
Gotcha.
supplies didn't exist last year.
And I think that's all of 5010. So,
Why, oh, yes.
yeah.
Nope, nope, I'm just reading the wrong line. Yep, that's it.
Another dues
Same,
is staying the same?
500,
Oh, yeah, that's the same.
Okay.
So do we want to then go to the beginning? Or,
You guys have
Well,
any?
what,
yeah, Melissa,
Comments before we
actually,
go?
now that you're here, do you have something you'd like to add?
We went to your,
We
your
went to
A codes.
5010 first, because you were the only ones here. So, to get you guys out quicker, we started with that.
Well, I would like to be brought up to a more,
Because they won't hear you at home, I'm sorry.
I would like to be considered to be brought up to a more equitable pay rate. And we had talked about this a couple of years ago. We did some analyzing and things were retracted. So I would ask that the board consider rethinking that.
So as I've said to you in our own meeting, that position is for 32 hours a week. And I feel it's a secretary position that should be available to the public. And the 32 hours a week is never, in my opinion, actually behind the desk for the public. Like, just in the last payroll, there was 10 hours at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds. And that's 10 hours that wasn't worrying about the public's needs, which is the role.
is the role. And so I would say to that, I think continuing ed is super important. And there have been circumstances during this year that I did do some continuing ed. But I make it an effort when I'm not in the office during the day. I'm there in the afternoon. I follow emails, I follow phone messages, and anybody that leaves a message is answered within 24 hours. And if you are to analyze my time specifically, I do submit 32 hours every week, but if you were to follow my day, I'm there much longer than 32 hours every week. And it's so that I can do other things that are important, like continuing ed and answering phone calls. And the 32 hours is not adequate for that job. And if we look at other secretaries that do that position, they have more hours. And quite frankly, I make the hours work, and I'm less focused on the hours at the moment. I just think that an equitable pay would be more appreciated.
Yeah.
Melissa, I don't know if you remember, but Charlie and I, when we met with you, specifically said, do not go to training. Stay and mind the office. And yet you went.
I do mind the office. There is nothing that's...
But you went to training, so you were not in the office.
And when I came back from training, I stayed in the office for several hours after that.
I think
There's
that,
nothing that, I can assure you, there is not anything that is left undone with my...
so the disconnect there is there are posted hours that the public expects someone to answer the phone, and you're not there for
So
them.
then maybe we
You
should
may
have
do
the phone
other
routed
hours.
to my cell phone, and that's possible. That office phone, if it rings a certain amount of times and it's not picked up, it can be routed to my cell phone. That's number one. Number two, we have guys in the break room, and if the public needs someone, it's the same phone number, they just hit a different extension. It rings to the break room, and then they can contact me if something's crucial.
So I have a question, I have two questions. One is, are you certain that every office on this town campus is staffed during posted hours?
No, certain no, of course not.
Okay.
But
That's, because
I think there's a mistake here.
I'm not sure that that's true. And then the other, are we taking a position that there's to be no continuing education
so
on town campus? Or
that
is it
is,
just a temporary, for reasons that are temporary that I
so
was not
the
privy to?
continuing education, like we'll use the Dutchess County Fair on 321, is a safety training. Why does a secretary need safety training if her role is to sit behind that desk?
Okay.
I mean, and now,
But fair point, but then the question is, then my next question is, that fair point, but her direct supervisor is Todd. Mm-hmm. So shouldn't Todd be making the decision about what's
yes,
important?
he should.
for
He
him
should
to-
be saying that his secretary doesn't need to go to safety training, doesn't need to learn about snow and ice control, doesn't need to learn about paving, all of which she has been to training for.
Well,
If I had taken Kathy to every training I went to, or the judges took Liz and Colleen to trainings they went to, or the assessor took Judy, it'd be unacceptable.
I don't disagree, but I still stand by it that she works for Todd. And you may not agree with Todd and what Todd thinks she should learn, and that's your prerogative, and maybe we change, well, you can't change it because that's the law, but I still think it's
Mike,
Todd's decision.
I'm gonna say that I don't go to every training that Todd goes to. And those trainings that I do go to, there's a specific reason why he asks me to go. And that safety day in particular, there was a company called UDIG there, and I am the liaison between UDIG and the highway department. And so that one station, that's just one station, it was critical, I think, learning what they had to offer and how things work. I can say that every time I have gone to a training, there is something that I have taken away from that. I went to a training recently about highway liabilities. And yes, there were highway supervisors there, but again, that is all, there is something to be learned at every training that I go to. And there is not work that is neglected because I went to a training. Whereas other employees that go to these trainings, they use that as their work day. I add that to my work day, and I don't get paid for the extra time that I add to it.
There's nothing in your job description that says anything about attending training sessions. The job is to be in the office. It's about, I think, 65% of the description. Now, if you're training for your betterment, that's fine, but that's not the purpose of the job.
Charlie, I'm sorry. You just said, in a very nice way, that
Her job
That
as a
our-
secretary to be in the office
our
up to
employees
32
should
hours.
not be- that our employees should not be doing any continuing ed, should not be learning anything, which is ridiculous.
We're not
Every
we're not responsible for continuing educations of people. She's a secretary.
That's offensive.
Be offended.
I'm a secretary, and I deserve every minute of extra training that I get to improve myself, to do a better job for my company. Every person that works for this town deserves to go to training to do a better job for you and every
It
resident out
might be
there.
in your job description, it's not in hers.
It doesn't have to be in her job description.
Now, hold on.
I'm sorry, Michael, come on.
Yeah,
You
we
have to agree with me that these people deserve training. Now, the time and the point about you want the office coverage and her time is a legitimate concern, and I will grant that. But Charlie just said her job description does not involve training and she shouldn't go to it, and I'm sorry. I will not stand for
Well,
that.
I
no,
think probably, Catherine, part of the problem is the type of training she's going to.
Fine, but that is not what Charlie said.
All right, this isn't about what Charlie said exactly, okay? I've looked at the job description, it's on my desk at home. There's no line items for training in there.
Okay, no, agree to disagree.
and
Fine, disagree, with all due respect. And if you were offended by that, my apologies.
Thank you.
So does that mean she'll not take the sexual harassment, violence in the workplace class?
what I'm saying, what I'm
Now,
I
saying,
understand, but we're not gonna get anywhere, so.
what I'm saying is that training applies to what the job is by New York State rules. Safety training, learning how to plow during snow and ice, it doesn't apply. Learning how to pave a road doesn't apply. It just doesn't.
That's incorrect, Mike, because during the paving principles training, we talked about chips, and so there are things that apply. But over and above anything that is being talked about, the bottom line is, my job is getting done. It's getting done on a very methodical basis, and like I said, there are no phone calls that are left unanswered. There are no messages that are left unanswered. I do diligence on taking care of all of that, on top of the training.
And as you know, I have said many times that no one should be working and not being paid. So, at 32 hours, the pen should go down and you should go home. You shouldn't be working unpaid
And I'm
extra
doing the
hours.
training on my time. Look at it that way.
And
Look
that
at it
means,
way.
and then that means that you're not at the desk during the time.
May I
Again,
may I
like I
interrupt for a
said,
second?
we
May I
have
interrupt for a
men-
second, please? I understand. While I think this is a good and fruitful discussion, I don't think this is the time or the place. We will talk about your salary And that's what we're talking about tonight.
Let me throw something in too, Catherine. I think, if I understand correctly, the number that's here does not include the 3% longevity. According to my arithmetic, the 40,808 is this number plus one, with 3.25%. But I don't think it includes the 3% for longevity, so you want to check that out.
Yeah.
And I think there may be a couple of other places where the
Right,
longevity
right,
was not added in, so we should check those as we go along. If I'm
Yeah,
right.
if you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But just, yeah, you want to look at that.
You're right, yeah.
Okay,
So,
So it's
it'd
3%
be,
on top of what's
so
here.
it would be,
So your annual salary.
This number plus
yeah,
3%.
so it'd be 4232. 42032.
$42,032.
42, right, 42032. So
Yeah,
that would be the correct, with the longevity factored
Yeah.
in. Okay.
Sorry about
That's
that.
all right. That's why we have these meetings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just found you an extra couple
Well,
$1,000.
as I appreciate that 3% for longevity, I was asking to be brought up to an equitable rate.
Equitable to who?
The job, when you compare it to other towns.
With equal amounts of roads.
We had discussed that a couple of years.
Well, we have also, you and I have discussed, like, you use comparables that are different from mine, so comparables,
Comparables are
like-
comparables, Mike.
yeah.
But you compare a town
Not
that has
really.
the same roads, the same amount of people in the highway, and the same budget.
All right, then Stanford has like 5 people, and we have 9 in the highway crew. So how is that comparable?
She's making less, yeah, right. But if you look at Pleasant Valley, if you look at the towns that have the same amount of people, the same amount of miles, and the same amount of budget, all of those secretaries sit at 25 and change an hour, all of them.
Where are we at with that 42?
42,032.
No, like, trying to find my phone.
What, per hour?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, well, now it's different, but give me a minute.
Well, I have what it was, but I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, take 2381 and increase it by 7, let's see, 42032. How many hours a year are we talking about here?
32, so it's 25.26 an hour.
There you go.
And that's because of the
With
longevity.
the 3% extra from the
That's not
longevity.
the salary, that's the longevity.
What'd you come up with? But when you do hourly pay rate, you don't include longevity in that, or do you?
I do,
You do, okay, so it's 25,
26 an hour.
26.
Yeah.
Now, this number from 2025. This also includes longevity.
Yeah,
So the 3.25% is on top of salary plus longevity.
yeah.
So, yeah, longevity starts to compound, right?
Yeah.
The way we-
Well, yeah, we
I mean,
always have this issue.
I'm not
Yeah, I
against it,
mean,
I'm just saying, kind of.
When-
yeah.
You know, when we put years ago, before, when Ray and I reinstated longevity, it was not salary.
It was just a number,
It was a
which
flat-
Right,
know.
yes, which, you,
Above and
Didn't
beyond salary. It was
seem
like a bonus, if you want to
fair
call
to
it, or
me.
something.
right. No, I,
But that's changed over time. It's now considered to be part of salary.
no, I'm good with it. That plan, I mean, in general.
No, and this is the case for anyone that works for the town outside of the union members. We all get whatever our hours are for vacation. I get 32 hours of vacation for the entire year.
And we're working on a new handbook that will be introduced and hopefully passed in January that has a more progressive thing. The longer you're here, the more vacation you get, comparable to the highway.
Yeah, because the PTO time is not terrific, on top of a salary that is not what others in the industry make either. And I do not take the health insurance. I have never taken
I know
health
that.
insurance.
This year you haven't given me back that
I'll
letter.
give it back to you.
Is
I'm
it-
not taking. the
I'm
health
only
insurance.
asking because it's in, all right, great.
Fair enough.
Right.
I'm not taking the
Yeah.
health insurance again.
Mm. Anyone else?
So where are we leaving it? Where it is?
No. On one vote.
I think we have to look at the rest of them before we can have that conversation.
Yeah.
Would you like me to supply you with the comparable towns and the related rates again?
I have it. I can't find it right now, but I have it. I guess not.
When we originally discussed it a couple of years ago, it sat at $24.50 an hour.
Also, it was fewer hours.
Is that including the longevity or not?
That was not including the
It was
longevity.
not.
Well, let's see. Melissa, do you remember what the first past budget, well, actually, no, the past budget last year set your salary at?
Last year's budget?
39,523.
What's that? I'm sorry.
No, the original.
That was 2 years ago.
I don't have,
Well, it would have been about 3% less than that, because I think, is that the increase we
No.
gave last year?
well, I guess I'll have to email it to all of you.
It was $24.50 an hour is what I remember had passed. And then in January, that was taken away.
That's what I'm trying to get at. So it was $24.50.
And that was 2 years ago when that happened. Because Charlie and Marion had just come in.
But we did increase the hours, right? So your take-home was
No,
more.
we did not increase the hours. It's been 32 hours for a while.
But didn't we see two increases of close to 10% the 2 previous years on that job? No? It was a damn sight more than 3% for two.
When I was hired originally in the year 2019, I was hired at $18 an hour. So between 2019 and 2025, my salary has increased $4
And it's gone from 20 hours to 32.
to 32. And I fill every bit of that 32.
When the previous person did 10.
Right, and she did a fraction of the
I'm
work.
just giving
fraction.
context.
She did a fraction of the work. She was happy to come in and talk about it. She did not do half as much as I do. What happened was stuff went undone.
She
And it,
charged the town 10 hours. She did more than that at home, nights and weekends. And she's come in Saturdays and Sundays to the shop. I don't know about it.
So do we wanna move on, or?
Let's move on with the possible, I reserve the right to revisit.
Everyone
when we
does,
get far
of course.
along. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fair.
I think you did.
We're going back to one?
I might have.
Yeah.
Just one question before I get out of here. Why am I the only elected official, anybody in this town hall complex not getting a raise this year?
So, well, go on to that then. So there was a situation where your, insurance changed and the town paid $18,000 extra in premiums that we shouldn't have paid. We,
Paying that back.
you are, if you go through, you're only, the term you're elected to, there would still be $15,303 left. And there is no guarantee,
Yes, there is. It's contract due. We need
there is,
something to
there is no guarantee that, you're not letting me finish! There is no guarantee that you would be elected again.
And if that happens,
But I'm
the
still
town
on
has
the
very little
signed
recourse.
document, and the town will come after me.
There,
I'm penalized just for that. So, all the stuff
the
I've done.
town paid $18,000 for your health insurance premiums that we shouldn't have paid.
Okay. And I did a verbal with you and Kathy saying I didn't need the health insurance anymore, and then I've got to follow up with an email, and now I'm getting hung for it. That's fine, Michael, that's fine. It's fine.
Todd, I've seen the document. You were informed to remove someone from your insurance, which you did not do. Now, you can blame that on anybody you want.
I'll blame myself, Charles, but I'm paying that back, but now I'm being penalized for
You're-
paying back that and admitting to it and paying it back, and now I'm not getting it.
You're not being penalized. You're
You're not-
paying
you're
back
not being
$25 a week.
We have reduced the payback period to about as little as we possibly can. The original was several times more than that. We reduced it to, so you didn't really get burnt. And now Mike is saying, by not putting a raise in here, I don't want to put words in his mouth, the town recoups like
Which for-
$1,500.
For months.
Then does that mean my raise is gonna go towards that amount?
And,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. And for months, you have known about this. I've mentioned it to you over and over again, and no time have you ever said a word to me except tonight.
Because the last 4 Mondays, I've tried to contact you for a 10:30 meeting, and I keep getting blown off.
You know, blown off.
Okay, so if my math is correct,
If the next board gets in or next people get elected, it's like this board, we can change the budget anytime we want. I'm done. You guys all have a good night, I just want to get out of here with that.
all right, well, I don't have to finish my thought, I was trying to do the math. How much
Almost.
more would go towards the debt, but.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where it's going.
And still, even if there's no raise again next year, and then he finishes his elected term, it'd still be over $10,000 owed.
Okay,
Like,
that's just,
I can't do that
Let's
to the
move on.
taxpayers.
keep going.
Are we now going back to one?
We're going to the beginning. No, I'm all right. So, the town board got the 3.25% raise. And that's the only difference there. Any comments? And then, contractual, I added the conventions in case there are two new board members, they could get trained.
They're that expensive, huh?
For two people.
But there's two
it is,
people,
yeah.
so it's like 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hotel and whatever.
Yeah, this includes hotel
and meals.
travel.
I did it all online because I was such a.
Well, we had
Well,
COVID.
you.
The courts.
Okay, another salary issue here. Before we get into it,
Yeah?
I think, again,
A math issue?
Where are
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Whoa, what did I do?
okay, 1110.120, I think it's the same issue. If you take 35,
Yeah, all right.
take
So,
35,177, increase it by 3.25, you get
36.
Yeah, all
whatever.
right.
But then you have to factor in the,
Yeah, I thought I did.
yeah,
So,
so the 12, one gets 12%, the other one gets 5%.
so I'll work on these
those two
and have
have- yeah.
updated
Yeah,
numbers
so those two have to change.
on
Where
Wednesday.
did you jump to?
Right over here, on the first page.
But everyone got the 3.25 raise.
Right.
The assistant clerk, we have not used this year, but with the health issues of Colleen, we're not sure,
To leave it in.
so we left it.
Rather that way.
Good idea.
I asked them for input on the contractual, so, all those numbers are conversations we had, and,
Postage actually went down.
yeah, one did, well, like postage went down, and so did, travel a little.
Office supplies up a little.
Yeah, and we have had several back and forths,
That's it,
to
but-
make sure.
So you came out even.
Yeah, yeah. We went down in one, and up in others, and we came out the same as last year. I think office supplies went up. The supervisor office got a 3.25 for me and Kathy, and, the
Oh, I see.
substitute clerk went up to 8 hours from 5, to give us more flexibility, because we're using that person sometimes now
Right.
also
You-
with Arlene.
You move them around depending
Yeah.
on who has the need, right?
Yeah. At least check my math, so I'm making sure I'm okay.
Just to make sure that the longevity is included.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, I am gonna check them all now
You can tell
tomorrow.
because the,
Yeah,
the salary
Yeah, yeah.
is different than the actual.
so it's fine.
The contractual, so you'll see like, there's a $50 highlighted in red. That is a line I took out. I couldn't tell you what line.
Okay.
But if I took something out, I would
You did that.
highlight it.
So the only thing in this section that's a little different, I mean, other, but the bookkeeper, we just don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know, so I assumed, what is it, a $100 a month increase. It's 12 right now, I think.
Is it 1,200 we're paying? I thought it
think
was
What line item are you looking at?
I'm sorry, we're at 1220.4.
talking about Van Nostrand?
Yeah,
I thought we were.
Am I on the wrong page?
no, we're paying, we're,
I'm sorry.
no, we're at 1200.
Oh, okay, fine.
Supervisor contraction.
Gotcha, thank you, I got it, good.
We're
Didn't flip the page.
25.2, is that correct?
Yeah. That allows for a slight increase for Van Nostrand.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, tax collector just is our 3%, right?
Yep.
Or his 3%.
Mhm. And, she asked for no equipment.
A little bit more for software.
So I went up.
$50 in the whole,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
The budget officer went up, to 3.25.
I don't have anything for that.
Assessor, we actually went down a good bit.
Right, because Sarah's not
Because
making
Sarah-
Because
groceries.
Sarah is gonna be the assessor, we won't have a deputy. And then you'll see in the contractual, I added, there's $5,000 for an outside contractor that'll do some of the work that Sarah has asked for. We got a proposal in. She's asking for $5,000. Her name, by the way, is Deborah Whitten. It's spelled the same as mine. There is no relation.
So what sort of things is
So-
Sarah looking to have, just
So Sarah
quickly?
was doing field work, taking pictures of things. If she becomes the sole assessor, she doesn't always have time for that.
Sure.
So this person would do that.
See what you're doing, you're moving the money around.
That was why Sarah was hired
Yes,
in the
but
first
the
place.
deputy was making
Right.
26,000.
I see
This
what you're-
person's only asking for 5.
I got you.
But I
And
don't see
then,
it on here, Elliot.
It's in a different section.
yeah, and
But
then,
it applies to here.
1355.1,
and then Judy
Yeah, I
Malmstrom.
got that, but I don't see the numbers.
right here. Last year, this year.
Never mind, Elliot.
And then Judy Malmstrom has talked to me about retiring after the BAR. So we have a trainee where that person would overlap with Judy,
Okay.
so she could train her and then take over. So that are those two salaries.
So that makes sense to me, but so then Judy's scheduled for 10 hours
Yeah.
a week?
And Sarah has asked that the new person be 15.
If you take,
Oh, but you've only budgeted for Judy
To
for.
be, I think it's a few weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
oh, sorry, okay.
now I got you.
Yeah,
That's, because otherwise you get $12,000.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
got it.
confused.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
All right, so this is just the crossover to train the new clerk who's then.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Um,
And the new clerk trainee is gonna be hired at the same rate as Judy?
well, all of our, see, that's where the longevity comes in. All the clerks
understand
are
that,
the
but
same
I'm
base
missing
rate.
all these-
And then if
Yes,
you
I
have,
recall. Yep, I remember, sorry.
Someone's
yeah,
actually-
no, that's fine. So, like Judy is getting 12%
12%.
more.
Right, right, right.
No, I think the numbers are the same, aren't they? Yeah, the numbers are the same.
What do we
Yeah,
got
nothing, I'm
now?
just looking, comparing these and these, they're the same.
Yeah, yeah.
These numbers are the right ones.
So moving on,
So we're
The
spending,
assessor's
total is
stuff.
$14,000 less because of the new people coming over and
Yeah, yeah.
coming on and so on.
Yeah. And then,
All right,
in contractual, we go up,
because of the 5.
yeah, because the 5, we go up to 13,940, almost double, but we're still saving money in that office.
you're getting killed on,
Yeah,
getting killed on postage.
yeah, well, yeah, assessors have to send out things.
Right, well, they're required to by law.
Yeah.
And it's just, postage is killer.
And postage is just going up and up
Yes,
and
it
up.
is. Yes, it is.
This is the BAR, that's just.
BAR is the same, so Judy wants to stay through that, and then,
That's good.
the contractual is really notices and, pizza.
Yeah, pizza, right.
Right.
Okay, you check on the, I don't think that, here again,
Yeah.
I think the one,
Oh, I'm gonna check them all,
that has to go in there too.
yeah.
You know what it is, I think? Salary people it's okay, but for the hourly people, we sometimes forget
I
to
missed it
put in
somehow.
the 12%. That's what seems to be going
No,
on here.
all right,
So, anyway, okay.
I'll make sure we have it all
Yep,
for Wednesday.
good, excellent.
Um,
So she wants to stay on at the BAR, Judy.
she wants to go through that,
Just this year's day.
through the BAR,
Just for this year?
yeah, and then
Okay,
be done.
okay.
Town clerk, we have the salaries all the same at 3.25% raise and the longevity.
So Felicity,
Mm-hmm.
she's now 12 hours per week in the town clerk's office and then,
And 20 over there for a total of
20.
32,
Okay.
which makes her eligible for health care. She's on the letter saying she isn't taking it.
okay.
Because she is young enough to be on her parents.
Okay.
Still.
Jeez.
Really?
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
How nice that is, huh?
We did get an email from Carol,
Yes.
as I'm sure you know. And, I mean, the request, it took me a while to figure out what she had in mind. But the money, what she's asking for, the 62.4, includes 3.25% plus, she's asking for whatever it is, a 4%.
That number, though.
So it comes out
does-
to be altogether a little over 7%.
So that
what she
number does not reflect the vital
Right, no, I
statistics.
understood.
Did
Yeah, I
that reflect the what?
understand.
Register of vital statistics, which he gets a little less than 3,000 there. 2529.
So, based on that email, part of which compared her salary to another person's salary. I don't want to keep ourselves in that situation for forever. Of, well, they got a big raise and now I'm not being paid fairly, so all of her points, well taken. I think we stick to the plan. 3.25 plus longevity for everyone.
Yeah, and
We
I recognize that electeds don't get longevity.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what you're
Yeah.
gonna get when you run. That's,
That I agree with.
but, we need to shut down we need to stop messing with particular people.
Yeah.
And make it all the same.
Saying everybody gets the same raise plus
Well-
longevity.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. because
I agree, because every year it's gonna be, well, they're making $1 more than me.
Yeah.
Well, but in past years, there's been adjustments here and there.
we
Yeah, all right, I get you.
Yeah, we're
They've
trying
taken
to make
away.
everyone like, I wouldn't say equal.
Trying to make the
Comparable.
raises the same
Yeah.
across the
All
board,
around.
in the hopes that everybody's,
But we have
Base
been
salary.
making a practice the past, 3 or 4 years of giving a little extra to certain.
Well, we're trying
This
to
is
get
what I
away
want to
from
stop.
that.
and I
Yeah,
would like to stop.
well, yeah,
because
we're just trying to
We're-
bring,
If you do that, you're back in this, you're gonna be back in that comparison.
yeah.
Carol can say that because you guys all voted to give Kathy a bigger raise than everybody else. So that's fine, water under the bridge, but let's not do that again.
So,
I agree with you,
a
Kathy.
few years
Enough.
ago, 10 years ago, more than that,
That's not
there was a freeze. So, like, I know Colleen and Liz got a bigger jump a few years back, and then Kathy did, I know Mary did, Carol
But
did,
and you
actually.
you did when Nancy Cunningham was on the
Yeah.
board. I know you did, there was a whole salary
Yeah,
analysis.
so we did, like, we've tried to bring certain
Yes.
people up, and now we're there, we
Okay.
think.
We hope, we
Yeah.
think. Yeah, so that's just my,
I agree, you try and help somebody and somebody
Absolutely.
else gets angry, so it's,
Yeah.
and I don't think that yes, maybe there's some anomalies here and there, and not everybody's paid exactly up to snuff, but I really don't think anybody's getting
Yeah.
shorted in a big
Well,
way.
that would be my question that somebody else brings up. Is anybody horribly underpaid in the employ of the town?
No, I don't.
That's the question, I think, and that's,
Not horribly, no.
okay,
And
well,
you could- you
I'm
could
happy.
pick- You could pick here and there, but I don't think so.
Okay.
When you take a job, you know what the salary is.
There's that.
I agree. It's been done in goodwill. But unfortunately, goodwill backfires on you many times.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
So, contractual for the, town clerk's office, for some reason, I do not have notes on that, but
Well,
Never have a number.
it went up.
The legal notices went up, but there's,
Yeah.
you don't have any control over that. Software is negligible, supplies, the other and dues went up a lot, so what's
Yeah,
the story there?
so, I had looked at what we actually spent and what was budgeted, and it went up a lot. And also, general code went up for the first time in years. And that's based on an email I received from them. They're raising their rates too.
So
Can I
that
just
other
ask what dues?
slash dues line is
But,
just adjusted to actual.
yeah,
That's what you do.
yeah.
Okay.
Who do we pay dues to, Mike?
Oh,
I'm just-
everyone plays dues.
I'm
So,
just asking
there's
'cause I
a-
don't know.
A clerks association, and there's a judge association, there's a assessors association.
Sorry I asked.
Oh, no, it's,
But, well, it's.
it's
I-
amazing.
Yeah, it is, but I do, most of the time, I've found in my professional life that those are, that's money well spent,
Mm-hmm.
because then you have people that you can call and tap on should you have a question or you need something. and
Yeah, I
you
would
build
say,
relationships.
like, I've been using the Supervisors and Mayors Association at Dutchess County, and it is an amazing resource. We're all on an email chain, and you can send an email to 20-something supervisors.
It's a listserv, and you can say, okay, I have this problem, what do you guys do, and get an answer.
The next one is attorney. It goes up obviously every year. And I think these numbers are reasonable.
I always like that part.
Yes.
Yes.
I would encourage speaking of dues, we are spending dues on the Association of Towns, and they have attorneys for free. Our dues pay for it.
Right.
So if we're doing, just have a question, not writing a law, maybe ask them first and not change.
So you can just call the Association of Towns with your general question or specific question, and they will get back to you or answer you
Yeah.
right on the spot. So I think that's a good point, Michael. Sometimes when we just need advice, we use them instead of Shane,
Instead of Shane.
because every time, and as he should, every time you call Shane,
Yeah.
he starts the clock, and that's fine.
So that is my,
Okay.
Maybe you could ask Kathy to, as an aside, share that information and the good contact
the
numbers.
The
contact.
contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have it. I mean, you can find it, but just so you don't
Yeah.
have to dig around.
Writing with my left hand, everyone.
Is that good?
It's new.
More or less.
Engineer. We didn't use general services as much this year.
Really?
Like, he was used for like the
Kansas Road.
pickleball court, which was great. So we use him, but not really for general things. So I brought it down some.
I mean, the bills I've signed off on it seem like
Yeah.
they're pretty high.
Yes, and they're for specific,
A lot of it's escrow. believe.
Yeah, a lot of it is escrow.
If you think that's enough,
Yeah, we have,
2,500.
yeah, I always go above what we have spent the previous year.
I remember when we had that go-around over on Kansas Road. It wasn't-
And it was more.
It was the year before. It was exactly.
Yeah, and now that problem has gone away, so we're using him less.
All right, okay.
So records management is,
All right.
went down, but it was only $150.
Yeah, like, that's theirs, just in case.
Why? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Nope, I looked at the numbers wrong. The rest are just, they're 3%.
So, yeah, the difference here is we had a groundskeeper, Tim, who was spending half the year in highway, half the year as us, and we realized HR wouldn't allow that.
Okay.
He had to be in one, so we put him in the general fund under maintenance now. I think he was under rec before.
Yeah, he was on that.
And the seasonal was under cemetery.
Right, right.
We put that under maintenance.
Okay, so it's
So
the s-
it's the same thing,
It's just in a different
more accurate.
So budget-wise, though, we've stayed
Yeah, yeah.
the same, right? Okay.
Equipment. So you see there's a $5,000
Remove.
removed from last year, so it went down.
What was that?
So, I wish I had those notes. The equipment is usually, computer equipment, and I have a meeting with Fred.
So it could have been a one-time.
Yeah, the 5,000, I think, was part of a server replacement.
Okay, and then the two replacement PCs, so you're just going
Yeah.
around and
Yeah.
as the age going.
We have some, I think only one more computer that is, 2000, I lose track, but the last number there, Windows is updating, like the last version, they're like, we're out.
Right.
So we have to replace that one.
Okay. You don't want it to get too old anyway.
And really, so we put them at 2,200 each. He usually gets them much cheaper, and we can buy 3 or.
Okay.
So, buildings and grounds.
Yeah, how'd you save that money?
So, first of all, is very different. As you see, last year's numbers, there are none. And a lot of it, because I renumbered a lot of the IT. So it would be more logical. So 431 tech support is really an unpredictable number. It's whenever we need Fred. We're at 1620, right at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Let's back up from, before you get to Fred, the 22.6 that came out, what was that?
Yeah,
Where did
He's
you
working up
go?
to it.
I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And, well, yeah. So 131 tech support is an unpredictable number, because it's really if something goes wrong and we call Fred.
Is this typically?
Yeah, so I worked with him and we came up with this number. 43, so I would first say that since 2023, the IT budget has gone down $14,000.
Really?
Yeah. We've been paying it back because he was asking for more. and it was about 1,000 this year. So 432 is all of the subscriptions we have, our emails, our the town clerk has a software. I know Arlene and Kathy share a PDF editor. So that would be those things. And I'm sure. So I'll be honest, I trust Fred when it comes to 433. I'm not a computer guy, so I don't always know what these things are. But they were in his spreadsheet, we talked about it. We have to renew storage and firewalls and
Security licenses.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
so I don't always know what they are. Same with 434, the server warranty extension.
Well, you don't want your server out of warranty.
Exactly.
That's much I can tell you.
And then our website, which he maintains and manages on a monthly basis, came to total $28.50.
So before you go into
Yeah.
telephone, electricity, how, because I feel like it's related, 472 went to 0.
Yeah, so
Jim?
that is part, and then we added 431, 432,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. All right, so it really just kind of got moved up.
Yeah, it got moved and recoded.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Because so much was under maintenance and we didn't know what it was.
No, I agree, breaking it out is good.
So 461 obviously is our phone. It went down based on Ring Central has saved us some money. Going voice over internet has really saved some money. Excuse me. And then the next three got confusing. So, electricity is based on usage, but then,
And oil?
so, we're using a lot less oil, but much more propane. So these numbers are basically swapped from last year. And then propane increased
What?
by about 2,000 and oil decreased by about 1,000.
Why are we doing that?
Well, it's really a changeover efficiency, a changeover of our heating system, especially in highway. We used to have oil burners, and now we have
Now you have
propane.
propane.
Switching from oil to gas.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, it's more efficient.
Yeah,
It doesn't look cheap.
well, more efficient though.
And then,
Yeah, I'm making sure.
so lease and maintenance on the copier went down a lot. Well, what's the story there?
That is based on the Toshiba contract, so it went down a lot. Basically, we have been really paying attention to not making color printouts. So like the agenda we get from Carol has one line that's in blue. If she puts color on that, it counts as a color copy.
Yep.
So just saying, all right, make that black and white. So everything is defaulting to black and white now, and if we need it in color, like the budget,
You do call.
we
Okay,
do color.
great.
Supplies is really spring water and other things, paper towels.
The rest of the line items are pretty much the same until you get to generator maintenance. What's up with that?
Where's that one?
Last,
Can we go back up
Oh,
to
yeah.
491?
Yeah,
How come that went down? I think
191.
the guy fixing the air conditioner, or is that not on that
So,
line? Seemed to have been here every
so
day
that
last
says
summer.
repairs and maintenance highway.
Okay.
And so,
Sorry.
no, it wasn't used at all in 25.
Okay.
So I brought it down.
do they have, so they have their own maintenance code?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the generator is really like our, we have been using Tecon, and they have been here a lot lately for oil filters. We had a problem with geothermal. So it says generator, but it's Tecon in general.
In general.
And they've been dealing with our heating and air conditioning, and they've been, everything seems to have gone kind of at once. It makes sense. But we had problems here, problems in, with geothermal, problems in the old highway garage.
So why don't, I mean, I guess it's kind of picky, but why wouldn't you either put that as part of plumbing, heating, and generator maintenance and make it one
Yeah.
line?
Make it one line, I think, instead
there's-
of breaking it out.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
get why you did
Yeah.
it, and that's how you pay it, and who
But-
does it, but I
But
think
now
it's misleading the way it's
yeah,
written right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Not intentionally, just misleading. All right, so that code's down, so that's nice.
It'll take me a little bit to make that note. All right. Insurance. It's really, quote I got from, Salerno was 94,000. I put it at 96, just in case. And county chargebacks. Where's that one? Where's that?
1972.4.
Oh, I don't have it, but municipal dues are accurate. The Dutchess County supervisors, I put it in there. There is a surplus they have. And for 2 years, they've been threatening to have 1 year with no dues. But, so that may be zero, but they've been saying that for 2 years and haven't done it.
It's
so.
only 450.
Okay.
All right, and then,
All right, then, we went to county chargebacks. It's, also an unpredictable number. It's been a little less than 5,000 for 2 years, so I kept it at that.
What is that, actually?
So, when the county does work on our assessment rolls and tax rolls, and they mail things out, they charge each town.
Right.
So that's what that is. And we don't get the bill until like October.
so this is town pays libraries chargeback.
this- what
That
is it?
means because they've got it, if,
Oh, yeah.
provided their 414 passes, it has to, that, those tax bills have
Well,
to be
yeah,
changed, is that what?
the library is, because in our tax bill, they are a separate line. They get a separate bill for chargebacks.
Okay.
But we pay because it comes out of this budget.
Okay, but it's not.
There's, yeah.
It's a small portion of this
Yeah,
$5,000.
there's like
It's a little,
$200.
okay, that's
What would
fine.
it be-
Yeah.
what would it- Just out of curiosity, it's obviously, it's a trivial number, but what's it for?
That thing, like they're printing textbooks and assessment books and
Yeah, so it's for their labor and time
Yeah.
to update
Yeah.
the roles in various ways.
Pay your share.
contingency has not been used the last few years. It's been at 25. We're allowed to have it at 10% of expenses, which would be like 100,000, but there is no need for it. Dog control.
Is this a fixed cost, or do we pay them by the hour?
So, we're still checking on it. I have it highlighted. There is a fixed cost.
Okay.
We are in a contract with LaGrange and Pleasant Valley and another town I'm not remembering. The problem is, we found out that the person they're using doesn't work weekends. So,
Which is the time you're gonna get complaints
if
about
they
dogs.
get a
Yeah.
call on the weekend, we end up paying Stephanie Fitzpatrick, who does this. So, we haven't actually heard had any complaints from her in about 6 months. But we're checking with her and the contract to make sure.
All right, it's only $3,000,
But yes, we may, I think we have until the end of November. So we may opt out of that contract and just go with Stephanie.
but an hourly, okay?
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah,
runaround on that one thing.
it's my crane.
No, well, you have to figure in the 3%.
Yeah.
This is just the salary without the.
Really?
Yeah, without the longevity. That's all
All
right.
right.
You'll fix it.
Yeah, I will. So building inspector, salary is 3.25. Yeah, we already talked about the hours of Felicity
Yep.
Mike is what, 32 hours? 30, no,
at 20.
20 hours,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, it wouldn't be 32. 20 hours.
Their contractual, 411 stayed the same.
You added,
We added the conventions and training, cause Mike used to get training through the fire department and he is no longer their chief. So, we're handling it now.
how did software and maintenance come down so drastically?
So in 25, we purchased iPads.
Right?
And now we don't need to purchase those, we just need the monthly,
Maintenance,
service.
service, and
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, in my world, that would the iPads would never have gone in that code, but that's fine.
Oh,
That's why I asked, it's all good. It's fine.
yeah?
That's equipment, that's a whole nother thing, but this is,
Oh, yeah.
that's my normal world, no worries. Okay, so this is the next thing is Carol, the vital statistics, right?
Yeah, I'm making sure though, what building? Oh, and under building, you'll see 485 went up. That is because there are new, building codes this year, so they need to buy new books.
I figured.
Yeah, so vital statistics, 3.25. The $100 in contractual, it is never spent. I leave it just in case. But it hasn't been spent, I think, in 3 years.
All right, so now we can go down to 6104 point,
Yes.
Oh, no.
So, no, that's an added one. A new code of giving $1,000 to the food pantry.
Where did he go to?
Oh, sorry,
the page.
we skipped highway because he
We
did
did
it at the
that.
beginning. So we're at 6104.
For food assistance?
Yeah.
and that's
Gotcha.
the food pantry that's at the Pleasant Plains Presbyterian Church?
So, yeah, we can make that 0. We've never done it before. I added it because I know they're having issues. But it's a place,
I love the idea. But, you knew that was coming.
yeah,
But,
I feel the
can we
same
leave
way.
But
Can
can
we legally
we-
do it?
well, no, I was more going with, is it right for us to decide what charity support with taxpayer dollars?
Yeah.
That's
So-
my issue with it.
Good
like-
question.
The first question, can we legally do it? Yes. We're not giving money to a church.
Right, it's to their
We-
food
It's
pantry,
to the
food pantry that they run.
right, so the problem would be if we wanted to support
It's
a church.
actually a Dutchess County food pantry, and they have different branches. But yes,
So we want to do this, I believe. We just want to find a way to do it.
well, I think that's a good question.
I would love to do it, but I don't, again, I don't think it's right for us to decide what charity support with somebody else's money.
Somebody
We are
else's.
I agree with
stewards
you.
of somebody else's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
We had a request from a constituent
We did.
to
Yes.
put some money in a food bank.
Now, that said, like, if we want to, the 5 of us, write up a personal donation,
Well, sure.
we could do that and support
we
it
can
in that
do
way.
certainly
it that
encourage
way.
everyone to give.
Yes, we can, yeah, but I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
love the idea, but I don't think it's right. Somebody
I
may not
think that
feel-
is a good question.
So we're going to take it out?
well, I'm a-
Except if it's ours.
Yeah, I mean, we could make it personal
Then
and
why-
Well,
just,
so it wouldn't be in the budget, though.
So
no, it
saying-
wouldn't be in
it
our
says
budget.
Clinton, but
Exactly.
not the town of Clinton.
Oh, it's just the location, is that what?
Yeah.
But the argument for the audience there was
It could just come from the
the
town.
pantry's running low and it's the people of Clinton we're trying to support.
But also,
The issue is the mechanism of getting money into the food pantry, what the vehicle is.
anyone can go to it. You don't have to
Oh,
be a
that's,
resident.
that's
of
interesting
Clinton.
too, okay.
Right.
I understand. I put there, I'm willing to make it 0.
I would probably take it out.
I would take it
All
out, what
right,
do you think?
yeah.
I think, if we all chip in whatever we want, we can make it a personal
Yeah.
donation from the board.
All right,
I have no problem with that, and we announce it at the next meeting and ask other people to contribute.
Yeah, and, I mean, heck, we could have a food drive at a couple
We
of
are
town board
having one
meetings.
we
now.
have a food
At
drive.
at the library.
I think Carol's
Carol
doing it
does
as
it.
well.
Oh, okay. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, but yes, and it can be in my comments every month.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I think they were in the last one.
they were.
Last meeting, yeah. I remember reading it at the last meeting.
So Hometown Heroes, the reason it went down is because there was a grant last year for $8,000, I think.
A little bit more, but close enough.
So basically, this start over. This is based on 10 banners. They're about $250 each. In revenue, there is $2,500 in
Right, it's a wash.
revenue. It's a wash.
Right.
Because the people who have banners pay for them.
Right.
Salaries of,
That's the same, the community action's the same, okay. Salaries for rec
Oh.
are
Oh,
just
yeah.
the 3%, and you're gonna check the
I'm
math.
gonna check.
yeah, I'll check on those. Some hours I want to make sure I get it right. So there was about $3,000 savings. We reduced the hours of the gate guards to a more reasonable number.
And Dan was on board?
Yeah, and also reduce the hours of lifeguards. This was after meeting with Dan. And we just brought them in line with what's actually happening.
That they were inflated?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that resulted in a $3,000 savings. Also, we took out the aquatics director, cause camp, we only need that person if camp goes over 9 people. So it hasn't been, so that person is out right now. Equipment. So it was at 2,000 for years, and then last year we made it 1,500. He has again asked for it to be 2,000.
What did
for-
they spend?
He buys picnic tables, benches with it, and he anticipates that this year
Don't need them. Okay.
they'll need that.
I'm sorry, what picnic benches? You mean the ones in the pavilion?
No, like,
Those
if
are
you-
older than God.
if you go to Fran Mark, on the other side of the pond, the far side where you park,
Yeah.
there are picnic tables there that people are using, and they're in the weather. He wants to add some at Friends too. I know one at Friends, you were there, it got damaged, vandals or something.
Are we responsible for the furniture under the pavilion?
I mean, do we own it?
Yeah, do we own it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's in terrible shape.
Oh, yeah.
I really, I don't, I think we'd have to get a grant, but I would really like to replace all those with the expanded metal covered in, it's covered in a plastic.
Yeah.
For many, many reasons. But that's a wish list item. Or a grant situation,
So we'll have to work on a grant, yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
under rec, you took out a large sum, is that the
That
playground
was,
equipment?
I really only took out 400. 125 was the grant for the pickleball court.
Right, okay.
Okay, that's what that 125 there is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 461, I know telephone went up.
Oof.
Yeah. And that's actually based on reality.
And you need it because there's,
Yeah.
you need a landline because
Emergency.
there's,
Electricity?
And that's 462, right? Yeah. Those I wrote based on reality.
so, you'll forgive me,
Mm-hmm.
I hope. Why don't we put solar panels on that roof?
I'm sorry, say,
One.
The pavilion,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. We are adding now where there are,
Right.
and
mean,
when
it's-
we get grants or money.
It's full
that
sun.
too. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Matt, yeah.
After my meeting with Dan, he also asked for a small increase in maintenance. That is 495. And also he asked for an increase in, community events, 498. Sorry, give me the historian, we are required by law to pay for. It's Craig Marshall. He usually takes that money and donates it to Historical Society. So, cable TV. Give me a minute.
Just out of curiosity, when does our contract expire with Cablevision?
It was
You know?
14 years
Yeah.
in 15 years in 2011.
That's what I
So
thought.
soon.
It's 26, so
Yeah.
it's coming up.
Yeah.
Is that something we're gonna continue?
Well-
Can you get stats about who watches, you probably can't get who watches that. You can
No,
only get
but
YouTube.
we do get income from them.
Okay.
About 70,000 a year
From who?
from Altice.
Really?
From who? I'm sorry.
Altice.
Altice.
Altice,
From Maltese.
Yeah.
Oh,
the people who
Really?
own Optimum.
Why?
For the privilege of using our roads to run their lines.
okay. Who would have guessed?
So,
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just be quiet.
so in TV, I've left the operator. There's an assistant being trained as a backup, but we are facing a situation where, it's getting harder and harder to find people. And there may come a time where we don't have people. So I've looked into a company called, it's Mike Miner, owns MGAM Television. He would do basically any meeting for $350. So I'm just running the numbers. If he did the 12 regular meetings and the that's a hard word, organizational meeting and our annual meeting, so 14 meetings would be $4,900,
Plus a couple of budget here.
which is already above what we're paying.
Right.
And that. Exactly.
Well,
So.
Right, that's only the basics,
What I'm
like-
saying.
That's not including the extra planning meetings that might
Why
have to be
is-
televised or
Yeah.
ZBA.
Why is Brandon's coming down so much? Is he working more hours now? Is that what
The
he's doing?
assistant.
Oh, I see, okay.
Splitting it, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it, okay. Well, with the other meetings factored in, it's probably gonna be around $5,000-6,000, I suppose.
Yeah. If we did it,
With this
like
fellow,
so far,
Yeah.
we're making it work, but I'm just warning that
It might come.
it may come down to, we need to hire a service.
Do we have
You
an
do,
assistant
you did,
right now?
you did put that, you did put a number in the budget, but it didn't carry through, just so you're aware. I mean,
Oh, I did,
yeah,
yes.
Do we have
put-
an assistant?
Oh, yeah.
but it did, you didn't put it in the totals.
Do we have an assistant right now or not? We don't have one.
Brandon? You're training an assistant, right? Yeah,
Oh, oh, we do have an assistant now, okay.
That's the plan, but it hasn't come to fruition as of yet? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so,
Oh, yeah, so in the contractual, I put MJM under 491. But I didn't edit the total,
491.
cause I wanted you guys to see it was a just in case. So I'll take it out for
that-
now,
that would be
yeah,
that Mike Minor guy.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so let's,
I don't know where he is
let's take it
now.
out for now, but we know that we may have to go with that plan, and then we're gonna have
Yeah.
to find
Oh,
that
MJM.
money at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly. Zoning
That's just the 3%,
is 3.25.
stayed the same.
His contractual stayed the same.
I'm gonna check that
Uh,
math.
I think we'll have to check.
yeah,
Arlene's gonna be more,
yeah, I know.
okay.
We know there's a mistake. We know. We know. Yeah, we know.
Wouldn't that would
It's gonna be fixed in 2 days.
Times 1.0325 equal?
So it'd be 62, 489, right?
Hang on just a second. So it's 55,
No, 56.
56, I'm sorry, 56563 times 1.0325 equal times whatever the longevity is, 1.07, 62,489, is that what you got?
That's what I have.
Okay, 62,489, Arlene. But
Alright,
don't
and
spend
then-
the money all at once, okay?
And then Felicity's was 0 just because
I'm
you split
sorry.
her.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know where you
We're
are.
down there. Arlene's salary.
All right, fair enough.
and then we're in contractual with the
CDA.
planning board. It didn't change.
Okay. And that's enough money for them for training?
I think so. Most of the training they do.
For-
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I just I don't want to short them that.
Yeah, no, it's needed. The CAC asked for more money. For the purchase of a new sign for the nature trail
So
to
it-
say, for Norring Court.
So, would it make sense, I would, maybe to be more specific that the additionals for the sign, I don't think it makes sense to create another budget code, but let's be very clear that this is should be,
Yeah,
as of now, considered a one-time expense. That they don't necessarily need to have that increase
yeah.
forever. And maybe
Yeah,
they will
that's
ask for
a
it
good
again,
thing.
but if it's for the nature trail sign, that should be a one-time.
Right. Shrek.
Is that just because the dumpster price went up?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, you have renamed Nature Trail, why isn't the sign up there? Isn't that the trail? we're-
well, it's under community events,
All right.
'cause they're having like an unveiling of the sign.
We're gonna do a little ribbon cutting situation.
So, Shrek, we get charged if there are tires in that dumpster.
That's right.
And there were a lot
There were a
this
lot
year.
this year.
So it was more than 800 this year, but I thought we would 400% increase. Hoping it's a more reasonable number.
What do they want to sign for?
Wait,
They have a banner.
they
sign
have
in
one,
front.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, because it says sign and dumpster. that's
Yeah,
why I'm
and
asking.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Because they do have they have a banner.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it'll need to be
Well, yeah,
replaced.
sure, of course.
But yeah, the dumpster used to be 150.
Yeah,
It's gone up, yeah.
And now it was like 1,600 this year.
For a dumpster?
Well,
All
because of
the
the tires.
tires.
Oh, because of the
Went
tires,
in.
yeah. Well, that's why people throw them on the side of the road, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Maybe we should have a class on how to make planters out of it.
How to make what? Oh, planters.
Planters.
Yeah.
These are for lawn architecture, right? So,
So trash pickup is the same.
Is the same.
Tire disposal, you took $100 from somewhere, but that's fine. Cemetery equipment.
Oh, that was sticker sales.
Oh, okay.
Because we
Right.
no longer have the transfer station.
Did we use $1,000 in cemetery equipment, or is that just there because it was?
So it's there if we need to like replace a mower or weed whacker.
can we get an extra $500 for the headstone work? So I'd like to do that this year. We have a lot of stones, particularly Pleasant Plains, the old ones, that are seriously distressed.
Well, what are they
What do
gonna
you
do
do
to
for
it?
it?
Well, they can be repaired by, typically by the excavators. They have to be, if they're broken, for example, they can be reassembled using special glue and set back up. Some of them need foundations.
So how much of this equipment money was used last
It's
year?
not equipment money.
No,
This would be
Yeah,
further
yeah,
down.
none.
oh, you want
This would be further
You
down,
want cemetery
Yeah,
expense
and-
increase?
under 471.
Oh, headstone
Where
work.
it
You want
says-
$1,000 instead?
Can we do that? Can we go for 1,000?
And it did go down from
I
last
know.
year,
Do we,
Well, cemetery
the
expense.
total.
I'm fine with the idea, but if no money was spent out of equipment this year, would it make sense, and it may not, would it make sense to make that $500 and increase your headstone work
That's fine with me.
$500?
That's fine.
Now, it might,
It's fine with me.
it might be at the end of the year to our detriment, but
it's fine, I can live with that.
let's hope for the
So
best.
471 would do it.
And then it's a wash.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Is 1,000 enough for the cemetery work?
Yeah. I think so.
So
Well, the trick-
you want this
The
one?
trick is getting people out there to do the work, because the guys who do the repairs are also the guys who do the stones. And they're typically so incredibly busy doing stones that it's hard to get them out there to do repairs.
Why are we spending $1,000 on a town attorney under cemeteries?
You'd be amazed.
We gotta find all the people.
Yeah.
I end up, not so much anymore, but certainly in the early days when we were taking over the cemeteries, there were a lot of legal issues that I was simply not aware of. But I still need to consult with Shane periodically if we have a special situation that involves having to do an unusual deed, for example,
All right,
which you would have to write up, or at least rewrite, or advise me on how to do it. The $1,000 doesn't go very far.
no, but I'd say, what, do you just dump that into the
But, I
other
mean,
attorney fee?
sure,
and-
if you wanted to roll it into the regular thing, that'd be fine. If you wanted to break it out, I think the $1,000 is fine. I don't know how carefully we break it out.
I like,
Also,
What is the
Say what?
I
difference,
like separate line items.
yeah.
what's the difference between maintenance supplies and cemetery expense?
So maintenance supplies are like oil, weed whacker string.
But I thought that was coming under cemetery expense.
So that could be,
I mean, should that be one line?
Well, you could also throw that under equipment too, I suppose, if you
Yeah.
really wanted to lump it all together.
Well, equipment and supplies are supposed to be separate.
Is who?
Equipment and supplies are supposed to be two different things.
yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry.
oh, yeah.
I
And
know it's annoying, but this
so
is where I live.
cemetery expense is also, like, say we buy little flags for Memorial Day.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was a tough.
Do we do that?
We have,
We do.
yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay.
The, I always get it wrong, the MCTM tax is based on this year. 250, I'll cover it. The Social Security is automatically calculated.
Went down,
Yeah, it's based on
salaries.
salaries, so it may go up because of my mistakes.
Oh, yes, yeah, it's probably is gonna go up a little bit.
So, healthcare,
So, can we just, or can you please?
yes, yeah.
Explain to me, and I know there's a good reason, why the difference in how much of the health insurance the town pays? We've got from 85 to 100%.
So, elected people are at 100%, that is the town clerk and highway superintendent.
Okay.
In the CSEA contract, all the employees were at 90%,
Right,
and we have changed it to 85. So anyone new,
so we're following, once again, we're following the CSEA contract
Yeah.
for the percentage that we
now,
pay. Okay, so it's
part
it's
of
based
the-
on, sorry,
yeah, no, and the 100% for electeds, there is discussion of making it 90%, to avoid the situation we had with health insurance with Todd.
is that a law, is that a local law we have to pass for that?
No,
policy?
we'd have to, make that decision.
Isn't that
The reason-
tomorrow?
What?
Isn't that the meeting tomorrow?
Tomorrow is about, I'll get to that.
Sorry.
It's different from this. The reason is, in Todd's defense, he would never know that we were paying more in premiums, even though he was by contract supposed to tell there was a change, he was supposed to tell us. He wouldn't know because no money was being taken out of his check.
Oh, okay, I see. So this is a sort of a way to, for a small amount of money to allow some,
Yeah,
all right. So basically, the percentage, except for the electeds, and that may change, it's based on date of hire.
yeah. And now, what Marion is referring to, we are using MVP Gold 2, I think,
Yeah.
for healthcare. Marshall and Sterling, our healthcare agent, is giving a presentation tomorrow. We may go to a different plan,
Yes.
it'll be presented,
We talked about that.
that would lower premiums in our budget, but also lower the amount taken out of everyone's check.
Right.
Also, though, they would have higher copays.
Right.
So,
We also, I think, have our employee population is skewing younger, so they may be willing to take that bet
Yeah.
because they probably don't
Are
have as
healthier.
many doctor's
Yeah.
appointments. Yeah.
So we'll see tomorrow. That may save us a decent amount.
Okay.
Because currently there was a 13% increase in health insurance.
Yeah. I bet.
And that is HRA,
Vision, dental.
vision, dental. And so on the last page, we have Hep B. So,
What page are you on now?
the last.
Okay,
at the
gotcha.
end. The Hep B, the town is required to offer this vaccination to certain employees, beach lifeguards. But most of these employees are on their parents' health insurance because they're under 26, and that vaccination is already covered. So we usually don't spend it, but it's there in case we have to
And
by law.
you are, as an aside, sorry, I keep doing this, but you are keeping records that they're offered
Oh, yeah.
and that they
Yeah.
decline or whatever?
Yeah. Those employees have to sign a thing on their hiring paperwork. There was a grant to Historical Society that isn't there, so are bonds for moving these buildings goes down next year to 124 from 138 after 26. In 27 it'll be like 65,000 and then we're done.
Nice.
Yeah. And huh?
Still paying that.
Oh, we are. I would love to make a budget without that. And then the transfer to retirement, we get a projection from NICERS every year, and the 191 was their projection.
But that too, I mean, you can't change it and you have to go with what their projection, but I do wonder with like even just Teresa,
Yeah,
that one change, we may end up
Yeah,
not being at that number.
exactly.
But better, I'd rather you have it there, and not use it than the opposite.
and it doesn't affect our budget, but West Clinton has passed their final budget, so the 725 is accurate. I think East Clinton passes theirs tonight.
It's coming up tonight? Okay.
And the library is dependent on the vote in November.
But those are just pass-throughs anyway.
Yeah,
414.
yeah.
But the 161 includes the extra.
The 161 is what they're asking
Their
for.
new number.
And then we have revenue. Huh. There's the page I've been looking for all night. So, 1090, interest and penalties is based on the last 2 years. So it went up based on what has actually been happening. Sales tax, it was $350 last year. We went up to $390. We are currently at $297 with one more payment. It'll probably be around $400 this year. And consistently, sales tax revenue has gone up every year. So I put it at $390. So the franchise fee
That's what you were talking about.
is
Okay.
the LTs. I put it at 66, a little lower, because it has been slowly going down as more people cut the cord and go all streaming. Town clerk fees are the same. So SCR, so we budgeted 7,000 last year. We are over 13,000 so far. So I put it at 12.
So that's for licenses and penalties. You had talked about
Yeah.
an occupancy
Oh, yeah.
that's not, obviously not in the budget because it can't be, because it doesn't exist yet. Is that still something that you're contemplating?
Oh, the
An
transfer tax thing?
Oh, you know, yes, you were talking about transfer tax,
Yeah.
so that, but that's down the road, because it's gonna take a
Yeah.
while to get that.
I think too, well, that's not the
Yes, we don't,
discussion.
it's not, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't, but I was thinking about occupancy tax,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not for short-term rentals,
No.
so it's probably a moot point at this point, okay.
Ag events, I put at 2,000. We have brought in over 2,000, just over, so far this year.
Where would that be from?
So if they have a big event, they have to
Yeah,
get a
any
permit.
event, a wedding.
Yeah, but they're not,
So like the film put up tents, and that one is.
I
I
don't,
can't hear
I
her.
can't hear a word you're
I
saying.
can't hear you, Arlene.
Yes, but, so she's saying ag events, so
Yeah.
if Malaya's were to have a big event that's outside of their normal scope of
Yeah.
business, they would need to get a special permit,
And they
and
go
that
there.
would be, those monies would be in that
Okay,
line item.
thank you.
Sure. Are we talking about income? Yes.
So, vital statistics was at 400 last year. We have already at 675 for this year, so I brought it up. I have no idea why sticker sales
Well, is that
were so
because no
high
oh, why? Because
last
it's
year.
trash?
How,
How, when did we get
They
rid
were
of trash?
gone.
They
It was
were
gone,
already
yeah, it's been-
gone.
yeah.
That was gone, yeah.
So I made it more realistic.
Okay.
The camp is based on 8 campers, even though we can have 9 and we predict 9. I based it on 8 just in case. I think we had 11 individual last year,
Right.
but not all weeks. The summer sports camp did not happen this year, so I took it out. The snack shack, the current report says they had no income. That is wrong. It's being put in the wrong spot. We're figuring it out. but it's about 200 a year. Pavilion rental is based on our history. Yeah.
So, I feel like recreation doesn't really get much of that 8 grand to sink back into the parks. And I would like to suggest that we give them more, provided we can stand at the tax cap.
Yeah, I mean, they are budgeted for 33,000 this year. So I'm like,
All right, so in your opinion, they're already getting it back.
yeah, I mean, it,
But I think they'd like to get back more.
yeah, every department
Yeah.
wants more. You
But there's a
know,
lot of work to do between,
because of the parkway,
Yeah.
our courts bring in 150,000 a
Yeah.
year. They certainly aren't spending it. So that money is used in other places,
I see, okay,
you know.
I understand your point.
Yeah, I feel for them. I do.
Well,
So zoning fees are at about 4,300 so far. I think 65 is a good estimate. Sorry, give me a minute. Oh,
You're on planning board?
yeah.
These are what, application fees? Is that what these are?
Yeah, so,
I would have thought that
And-
would go up.
Yeah.
so in 2024, it was budgeted at 3,500 and brought in 9,800.
Right.
So in 25, it was budget, 98 by September, with 3 months left. So in 25, we budgeted it at 14,000, but by August, it had only brought in 5,300.
Really?
So
That's surprising.
I kinda split the difference.
Yeah. I wonder why it would have dropped off so much.
Yeah. Planning board
Planning
fees.
Fees,
Yeah.
significantly down. All right, well, whatever it is what it is.
Um, uh,
Some of them are kind of like, do the escrow amount,
mhm.
they don't wanna spend, like, they're only doing,
So people are splitting their projects into small bites so that they don't have to spend as much money at once?
exactly. So let's say they wanna do like, ground-mounted solar, when they found out it's gonna cost them escrow, like lot line adjustment, so they're like, forget it, I'm not gonna do it then. So,
Oh,
kind of
well.
like,
Well, maybe so.
they don't wanna
alright.
spend the money.
So, the next two, obviously, we cannot predict.
I hope not.
But these are about right.
Yeah, I think so. They're pretty much the same every year.
Yeah.
They don't vary that
And
much.
looking at, where we are now, this is about right.
Yeah, I think so.
Interest and earnings. This is a good one. So, I was not sure why it was so high. And I consulted with Tori. So interest rates went way up in our investments. So we actually put a lot of money in investments that we had in the past. And so we did pretty good. So it was budgeted at 20,000 last year. So far, it's brought in 26,000, and the trend indicates it'll end up around 39,000. In 2024, it brought in 36,000. So I think 35 is a little conservative.
Okay.
And more realistic. The licenses we can't really predict. It brought in 800 so far this year. Campground fees were at 600 this year. It was 850 last year. I thought it was a little lower, so we put it at 7. Yeah, so driveway permits, obviously, we have no idea how many houses will be built, but this year it's already at 300. So I put it 200 for next year.
How much is what is a permit, Melissa? Cost of a driveway permit? So it's like one, basically.
I don't think we're at 300 this year.
That would only be 2.
It would only be 2, and that would also mean we didn't do any renewals, so something doesn't sound.
Do any what, I'm sorry?
Renewals,
Renewal.
which there's a fee for a renewal as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm like, is there a phone buzzing? It's mine.
So you think last year's, I don't think I brought your most recent supervisors.
I have it right here.
Really? 300?
Yeah, driveway is at 300,
All
so
right, okay.
I'll check it.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Well, no, Melissa's saying she doesn't think
Yeah,
that's
she
right.
thinks it
Something's
should
wrong.
be higher.
Oh, it should be higher.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Should be 300 at least.
Well, it is 300.
Well, let's find out, let's find out
No,
what,
300
Yeah.
we've taken in so far.
let's find out what is actual and then adjust accordingly, all right?
So building permits, it's on track to be about 180,000 this year. We brought in 211,000 in '24, so I think this is a good estimate. I don't know anyone's opinion.
Looks good to me.
I'd rather be conservative, and if we get more,
Yeah.
then that's great.
So court fines are unpredictable. Excuse me. Because it depends on how the troopers on the parkway feel. So it was budgeted at 125 in '24, but they brought in 136. This year, they're on track only 120,000. So I budgeted this amount because it seems more accurate. We're close and I'm losing words.
You're doing good.
So we've got donations, and then
Yeah.
expected donation from Omega.
We only get $2,000 from Omega? Really? I thought it was a lot more than that.
So,
It should be.
Yeah, I thought it was. In the old days, it was, no?
I thought they gave 10.
That's what I thought too.
When did it go from 10 to 2?
letting everyone finish talking. So, because of COVID, and they had to shut down for a year, Omega has had financial issues and haven't given a donation in a few years. But they are now have a financial plan and have been building back up. And I met with their new CEO, who is promising at least 2,000.
Okay.
Okay. We already talked about Hometown Heroes, which is a wash,
Yep.
and
And then
you drop miscellaneous income.
so another one that's hard to predict. We're scheduled, the trend says about 8,200 this year. We budgeted 10. This is really a guess on how many people come in and want copies, or, you know, we get 5,000 from Granicus. And that is in lieu of an occupancy tax on STRs. That is predictable. But fees that the town clerk and courts bring in, and copies of faxes, it's a guess.
So Granicus actually pays us $5,000 a year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Was not aware of that.
And Granicus doesn't. Dutchess County does, so we can buy Granicus.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we should do again.
AIM has been flat for many years, and the state budget calls for it to remain flat. Again. So the mortgage tax, I made it slightly lower because we're on track to bring in 160 this year, which we budgeted, but I'd like to be a little conservative on that. So I put it at up 155. The others are grants and the transfer. So 2 years ago, we used 500,000 from our surplus. Last year, we used 400. This year, I'm trying to use 3, because I think our surplus should be at 0, and then we should start giving that money to reserve funds for repairs and maintenance.
So stop using our accumulated balance to balance the budget, gradually decrease it, so, and then we
And
can
then
use it
use it
to
for
build a repair
other-
reserve and
yeah.
things like that.
So
Because-
how much is actually left? Right now, you said, from the general.
We're at about 1.1 million.
Oh, wow, okay.
And what, there's rules. What's the mathematical rule? Can we only keep so much, or am I thinking of the wrong fund?
Oh, no, in each fund, we are allowed to have, between, we can change it, by the way, but, right now, our policy says between 25 and 45%, and we are at like 44%. So, hopefully, next year, if this goes down again, we can then start putting money into our reserve funds. And then,
So you would take it out of the whatever you call this fund,
yeah, cause
and move it to something else.
like taking reserve funds are
fund,
surplus.
Right.
And
Right.
so we may as well assign it instead of just,
I got it.
you know, an unknown number of hundreds of thousands that isn't assigned. I feel is irresponsible for taxpayers.
But when you sign it, it has to be spent for that purpose, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but we have like, we have 3 reserve funds right now. One is for buildings,
Right.
one is a capital fund, so buying equipment, and one I think is a repair fund. So like, we are spending 3,000 to fix the heater in the old highway garage. It would come out of that.
I have to say, the school district set up an equipment repair reserve fund, and it is great. When
Yeah.
something big goes wrong, it's there, waiting to be used for that purpose. Yes, it is dedicated to that purpose. You can't decide that you're gonna use it for something else. But, to your point, Elliot, but it is.
Well, I think you'd have to have a permissive referendum, right, if you wanted to use it for something else?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Now, along, separate from the budget, you had brought up giving more money to rec. I agree. And the transfer tax, which we'll talk about at one point. I think that money being dedicated to a specific fund. So maybe rec is part of that.
Right, yes, I think we should think about, but yeah, maybe it could be a percentage, you know, so much goes to rec and so much goes to cemeteries or
Yeah,
whatever it may be.
yeah.
I like that plan.
Well, of course, you know, back in the day when we had subdivisions, we had a fair amount of money in rec.
Yeah.
Right,
Mm,
yes, that's.
But it's
subdivision.
gone, it's pretty much gone
Yeah.
now.
Right, well, there's not so much.
Well, that's it, exactly.
It's just subdivision.
So I'll make all these changes quickly,
Yeah,
cause in 2 days,
Do this again.
we have a special meeting of the preliminary budget. And so all these changes, the next round, we'll see how it increased our, how much we're over the cap. Cause highway fund, we added
We added some money.
45,000.
so we're gonna look at the.
But also, if it's decided to go with a different healthcare plan tomorrow,
That may help.
it may help us.
Might be a big offset.
Yeah,
So, for the good of the group, and mostly me, so we have, Wednesday, we're gonna go over the preliminary budget and
Yeah.
see where we're at. And then the next thing is,
Wednesday?
yes, this Wednesday, the 22nd.
2 days from
Right.
Then the next is to propose it
public hearing on November 5th,
on
Yeah.
the 5th.
which would also be a special meeting.
Right, okay.
And then we adopt it at the rate,
and we
And then we
can make,
adopt it on the 11th.
and we can make changes
right.
whenever,
Yeah.
up until then. And we have until the 20th of November
To pass it.
to pass. it.
It's due when, I forget, December or something, it has to go to the state?
Yeah,
forget
I
what-
think I get that. I mean,
Thank you, I just wanna keep an eye on the timeline.
But then we have a meeting at the end of the year to do something with the budget, do we not?
well, the end of the year is this year.
That's what I mean, oh, oh, right, of course, right,
Yeah.
got it, okay.
Thank you, everyone. And I adjourn this meeting, workshop.